Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And here's Pulisic. Oh, nice touch. Crosses it in here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
The electric Christian Pulisic is one of the most exciting attacking midfielders who has searing pace and trickery that will scare any defender and many defences. He could do with a better final product at times, but he's very unselfish. He's a real team player and he's making great strides.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Fernandes.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Now it's Rafael Leao. And here's Pulisic. Van Dijk makes the interception. Kane. Now it's Messi. Now it's Son Heung-min. And it's Fernandes. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Son Heung-min. Estupinian. Now Gabia. Ricci. Tomori. For Salamakers. Looking for options for movement. Ricci. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Caicedo. And it's Van Dijk. Son Heung-min. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Pulisic is onto this. Has a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Son Heung-min. And here's Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Rabiot. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's Pulisic. Now it's Salmakers. Now it's Pulisic. Rafael Leao receives it in a good position here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And there is the half-time whistle. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. He's had a shot! Fernandes. Caicedo. And Fernandes. And it's Caicedo. Son Heung-min. Akanji. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. And here's Son Heung-min. Valverde. And that's gone loose. Rafael Leao. Oh, they could break here. And it's Rabiot.
The attendance for this match was 96,026.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rabiot. Pulisic. Looking to play him in. Oh, good ball! And he shoots! Goal! There is the breakthrough! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Number 4.
So we have the first goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Now it's Messi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rafael Leao, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Into the last quarter of an hour. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Looking for a runner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Richie. Pulisic, out to the right. Salamakas stood his ground strongly. And the shot! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Substitution in progress.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
2 added minutes.
Look, there has to be more
indicated.
urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Camavinga. Caicedo. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested
and a quick
interest.
reminder today, everybody, to make sure
How would
to
you
put
sum
any
up what
litter
we've
in the
witnessed,
bins
Jim?
provided.
I've been in this
Thank
position
you for your
myself, and this will be
cooperation.
difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. Lovely feet. Gets into some space. Played in. Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think Memphis is certainly a player worth keeping an eye out for, Peter. The latest crop of excellent Dutch attackers as the previous generation begins to fade. I love the way he's matured his game to become a far more effective player now who makes far better use of his huge talents, and he's turned into quite the leader.
I think the opposition defence agreed too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. And it's Memphis Depay. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Valverde. Well, they could break here. And here's Messi. Nice bit of trickery. Kane. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he hit that sweetly. Decent chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Now it's Messi. That's been cut out, well played. Can he get on the end of this? It's a promising position. Pings it across. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, perfectly measured. Son Heung-min! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Number 15, Son Heung-min.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition.
Oh, shooting chance! He scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
After 43 minutes is number 10.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Corinthians grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, that certainly raised the temperature in here, and both sides are looking to up their game accordingly.
Has been indicated.
Can he latch on to this? That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Oh, that's a key interception. Well seen. Saw that coming. Caicedo. Son Heung-min. Pressure coming in from all directions. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And the return pass. Now it's Messi. Turns back here, probably the best option. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Played back in, passing nice and neat. It's Memphis Depay! He's done very well to get to that.
Memphis Depay actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Lovely pass, but can he... Big chance! He's beaten the keeper. Oh no, this does not look good. Memphis Depay! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Substitution for Corinthians, number 43.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
14, coming on the field, number 11, number 19, Carrillo, number 27.
Valverde. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And this is Messi. And this is Son Heung-min.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Memphis Depay. Can he spark a counter here? Tries to play it through. And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Memphis Depay. And he's picked it up out wide. He is just caressing the ball. It's a promising position. Very nicely done. deep towards the back post. Oh, that's not going to find its... Oh, he's been caught napping! He's in a great position here. Son Heung-min has found the net here, of course. And time is up. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end.
And now I'd just
What are
like
your
to
thoughts
read
on
out
today's
our
game then,
fan club
Jim?
members who are
Barcelona
celebrating their
must have viewed
birthdays
this
today.
game as very winnable, but
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Bruno Fernandes has impressed me a lot. I mean, a few years ago, he was the...
Tries a shot! Goal! Barcelona! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Not the most accurate pass. Caicedo. Valverde. Son Heung-min. Menu producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Looking to play him in. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Quarter of an hour played. Barcelona are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Now it's Menu. Goes for a shot! And that is wildly off target.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Van Dijk. It's Camavinga. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Messi. Messi stood his ground strongly. And he's forced to go back. Casemiro. And it's Dalot. Ahmad. And it's Dalot. Approaching the half-hour mark. And here's Bruno Fernandes. It's a good-looking delivery. Akanji deals with that comfortably. Now it's Messi. Son Heung-min. Can he spark a counter here? Valverde. And here's Kane. Diogo Dallo, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Messi. And Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Tries to play it through. Engages and forces him off the ball. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Barcelona have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And he's managed to get rid. Ball is over the line. And the pass is intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That looks a cracking ball. Kane! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Well, played right into his path. Still just a single goal between the sides. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's Kane! And this is Kane. And that has been cleared. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, good Kane! Ahmad. Your impression so far, Jim?
For this match
Well,
was
the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Caicedo. Van Dijk. And it's Valverde. And Akanji. Camavinga. And it's Valverde. Valverde. And Caicedo, just about up to 75 minutes. Well, that pass isn't the best. Ahmad. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. He's shifted it to the flank. Gets into some space. Knocks it out wide. That is lovely. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Shaw. Son Heung-min as well to stand firm and defend it. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Played out wide. Ahmad. Bruno Fernandes! That's another chance. It's come back out to him. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
And that's that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Please turn your attention to the screen for information.
How would you
provided
summarise
by
what
the
we've
local
seen today, then? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very
Hello,
nicely
everybody,
here.
and welcome to
Gorgeous,
today's
gorgeous
match.
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is
Against
fervent, the
Barcelona.
atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation. Vecino! Alexander-Arnold gets good distance on it. Now, can they get him away? Donnarumma claims comfortably. He's a sharp little ball here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy, Romagnoli, even when a teenager, he was touted as a player well mature beyond his years, and it's hard to disagree seeing how he's evolved into such a fine leader, and not just in that back line, but a leader of the whole team.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Basic. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Son Heung-min. Now it's Kane. A temporary retreat here. Just about within shooting range. Cataldi. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Son Heung-min. He's in a great position here. Romagnoli does well to stand firm and defend it. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. That's a good ball out wide.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
And this is Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Vecino. And it's Romagnoli. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Out to the left it goes.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Son Heung-min. Valverde. Camavinga. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Today to please drink responsibly.
An intriguing
Anyone
half,
appearing
lacking only in
intoxicated or
goals.
behaving
The
in an
score
inappropriate
0-0.
manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Here we go again then.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Vecino. Here's Basic. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Isaacson. Cataldi. Basic. And here's Vecino. Little pass back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Isaacson's, he's got full. Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Akanji. Can he get on the end of this? Gets into some space. There's the shot! They've done it! First blood horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Played out to the right. Son Heung-min carries the ball down the right. And it's Caicedo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Fernandez gets a cross in. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Marusic. Now it's Isaacson. Noslin. Now it's Isaacson. Basic powering forward here. Basic proves just a little bit too strong. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Cataldi. And it's Pacino. Now it's Noslin. And that would have won it.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Substitution for Lazio, number 18.
Lazio
number 22,
choosing to make the first change.
14, coming on the field, number 9, Pedro. Number 10, Sakani.
Valverde.
Number 19.
Great vision. All played through for the wide man.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Barcelona must do something here, and very quickly.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Picked out brilliantly. Marusic is flagged offside.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Hila. And it's Pacino. Dia. Oh, good spread. Pedro is in a really good position out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Dia! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Kane. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
This is a lost children's announcement.
Well, after all of that, Jim...
Please
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. The action has already started. Valverde did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Zalewski. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's dribbled past his man here. Now there's a fight. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Played into the middle. No goals as yet. De Roon. Atalanta upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
That's good play. Oh, he's played it in low. That's an excellent interception. Fernandez played out towards the right wing, driving forward, and he's worked it through. Now it's Pasalic. In once more. And it's hoisted clear. Scamacca. Pass is just off target. Valverde. Great vision. Look at the space here. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. And he's forced to go back. Valverde. Now it's Kane. Valverde. There's the shot! It's fallen loose again! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Children's announcement.
Any strong opinions on the first half?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Barcelona happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 10, Caicedo.
And
Coming
the
on
second half gets
field
underway.
is Number 5,
Barcelona
Jimenez.
really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Valverde. And it's Kane. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Oh, that is a chance! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Atalanta, after 53 minutes is
Yeah, and he did well not to
number
stray
9.
offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And here's Valverde. And he's in on goal. And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
The attendance
Just about
for
up
this
to the
match
hour now.
was 98,004.
Zalewski. Skamaka.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Tries to pass it through, and he welcomes it in. And he's cut it out.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitution in progress.
Pasalic. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. To Catalan! Has fallen kindly here. They've scored! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
After 75
And he's
minutes
only too
is
grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's to Catalara.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's gone looking for safety. That looks a good ball through. Sulemana knocks it into space. It's a promising position. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitutions taking place. 6 added minutes has been indicated.
Sulemana. Ball played for Lookman. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Camavinga. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Oh, sweet feet.
Maldini. De Roon.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Looking for the run. Cama.
And that is that.
So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Volunteers for each
Barcelona
block.
certainly
Please report
had
to
some
the
good
staff room
moments, Peter.
immediately.
There were plenty of...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening. The
today's
skies
match.
are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And already we're underway here.
I think the wide players will be very important here, Peter. A lot is going to be asked of them.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of work to get through.
Yeah, because they're going to have to cover the flanks on their own. They need to push up and establish some menace, some control, press from the front and act like auxiliary wingers, if you will, while also doing a fair bit of defending. And what's more, they're often expected to be the main supply routes in the side.
Now it's Messi.
Great vision.
He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Swings it, up he goes!
Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Camavinga. So it is still 0-0. And it's Alexander-Arnold. It's Camavinga. Kane. Antonio.
Sao Paulo really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff.
Big chance! It's bounced back off the post. Camavinga gets rid without sophistication. Played back. 15 minutes till half-time. Valverde. Now it's Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Kane. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Messi. Spread it left. Now it's Messi. Threads one in. Now this could be a chance. Well read, and the danger is averted. That's really well manoeuvred. Played out to the left flank. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. And the first half is done. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first half thoughts?
I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Chance, surely! Oh, he's been caught, and another try! It's in! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Number 15, Son Heung-min.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Can he get it through? And it's made its way to him. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
57 minutes.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, this is a great position. Son Heung-min! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Son Heung-min.
And now he has two. Barcelona get themselves into the lead. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Spread neatly.
Sao Paulo really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, this looks sharp. And they can counter here. Messi running with the ball. Great ball if he can get there.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Number 9. Coming on to replace him is number 49.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's Suarez. Tries to pass it through.
Sao Paulo really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Son Heung-min. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He has slightly undercooked that one.
Sao Paulo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's Valverde. Into the last 5 minutes. Nicely weighted ball. Kane picks it up out wide. It's gone for a throw-in.
Substitution for Sao Paulo. Number 10. Number 6, Cedric Suarez. Coming on the field, number 17.
Aims
number
beyond the
7,
defence.
Lucas.
And a chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Luis Gustavo. And Dyke gets across to intercept that. And that is that. Barcelona can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Son Heung-min voted
And we'd
man
like
of the
to inform
match,
you now
and
that the latest
deservedly
travel
so.
Information is currently being displayed on
Your
the
final
screen.
thoughts, Jim? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Cancellieri. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Romagnoli, even when a teenager, he was touted as a player well mature beyond his years, and it's hard to disagree seeing how he's evolved into such a fine leader, and not just in that back line, but a leader of the whole team.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Basic.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well-timed, excellent interception. Now it's Noslin. Oh, good spread. And it's Vecino. And that's a good ball. Now it's Isaacson. Isaacson! Barcelona still without a single shot on target. That has ended up in no man's land. Isaacson. Lazio looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Clipped into space. Can he finish?
Basic.
Pellegrini.
Basic.
Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Isaacson is herring after that one. Jimenez. Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. And this is Son Heung-min.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Isaacson. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. And it's Vecino. Picked out brilliantly. Aimed beyond the defence. Flings in across. Oh, what a climb! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Fernandez.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's found a way through. Oh, that's a fine interception.
The attendance for
And
this
he's there
match
to get
was
it away.
98,004.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Cancellieri. That's a shade optimistic. Valverde. And it's Kane. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Chance for a shot! And he can clear it away. good-looking ball. And he's in on goal.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Messi. That's an excellent interception.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Kane. This looks promising.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Romagnoli. Cancellieri. Great vision. He's being urged to shoot. And the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, what about that? And that might well be that. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Substitutions taking place.
Lazio can make their change now with a break in play.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Lazio take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look,
Can he finish? This time, surely! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
To the staff room immediately.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I think Luke Shaw is a player who can really thrive here, Peter. I expect a lot of long diagonal passes from that deep left position, and he can make those long busting runs looking to provide cutbacks. So we've got a ball shifter and a chance creator all in one.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And he's forced to go back. Stood up well to him there. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Kane. Tries to play it through. There's Valverde! Ahmad. Maguire. And it's Shaw. Menu. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Ahmad. Nicely spread. Looking for options for movement. Diallo gets flagged offside. Casemiro. Messi. Shaw. Fernandez. Menu makes the interception. Shaw. Menu. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Oh, that's neat.
And it's Menu. Played to Casemiro.
Out to the left it goes. Nice control. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick.
Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Kane. Valverde.
There's the shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Diogo Dallo. 5 minutes till the break. Ahmad. Now it's Bruno Fernandez. And it's Casemiro. Plays a sharp little ball here. Bruno Fernandez with the delivery. And he's heaved it away. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Now it's Messi. Valverde. And he's there to belt it away. That'll be a throw-in. And this is Kane. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He's on it. Can he get away? And that's played in low. Van Dijk gets it clear. And smartly reclaimed. Shaw picks it up out wide. That's tidy.
The attendance for this match
It's out
was
for a goal kick.
70,987.
Van Dijk. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Casemiro. Maguire. To Martinez. Oh, good spread. Ahmad. Knocks it into space. Lovely feet. Ahmad. Kane gets across to intercept that. Kane. And it's Kane. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Valverde. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. This might spell danger.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That pass isn't the best. And that's an errant pass. Just 5 minutes left. Son Heung-min goes steaming forward. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Looking to play him in. He's having a shot!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for...
And that is as far as it goes. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your reflections then, Jim?
Barcelona can always take more
And if you
positives
do
from
have
a
a
result
chance
like
today,
this.
please take
Yes,
some
there
time
is
out
some
to give your
tidying up to
support to
do,
our better
but
states.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always...
He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Good ball, good take.
Ferran Torres really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And he's managed to get free. Elects to cross. Nice interception, well timed. De Jong, out to the left it goes.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Pedri receives it in a good position here. Balde picks it up out wide. That's tidy. Delivers with whip. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Great vision. Oh, well measured. Alexander-Arnold. What about this cross? And he's quick to get it clear again. And smartly reclaimed. And it's Camavinga. Akanji. Oh, nice touch. Chance to deliver. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Barcelona.
Certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Oh, good spread. Now it's Yamal. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Jimenez. Ferran Torres. It's a threatening ball. Son Heung-min. Fernandez. And it's Alexander-Arnold. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He's there to hit it! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for a runner. Tries to get it clear. It's a mighty effort! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Fermin. Barcelona still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break.
The attendance for this match
Lovely
was
pass, but can he get there?
96,026.
Balde has it in a wide position. Balde puts a cross in. Fernandez clears it away. Ferran Torres! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Fernandez. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Fermin, who does have an assist to his name.
Substitution.
And that's another throw. Valverde. Fernandez. Van Dijk.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Jimenez. And it's Valverde. And that's another good win of the ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Rafinha had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
And he's had a hit! No, not quite.
Substitution in progress.
Time for a change in personnel. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Pedri. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Opts for safety. Van Dijk. And
Four
Fernandes.
added minutes has been indicated.
And this is Son Heung-min. 4 extra minutes added on. Rafinha. De Jong. Played out to the left flank. Fernandes. Well seen, saw that. That's at the end. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
And now, please turn
What are your
towards
thoughts
the
on today's
screen
game
for a
then, Jim?
special presentation.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. A real chance! Goal! Inter! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
After 3 minutes is
So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So, a breakthrough already.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. It's Kane!
He's missed, but not by that far.
Kane usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Bisek. Luis Enrique. And it's Zielinski. Now it's Barella. And Mkhitaryan. Spread it left. Valverde gets across to intercept that. Fernandez. Zielinski. Luis Enrique. Zielinski. For Luis Enrique. And he's quick to get it clear again. Throw in.
Mkhitaryan plays it across.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Valverde. Aimed beyond the defence.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Barella. Inter Milan were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even...
Oh, shooting chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Fernandez. Kane. Now it's Messi. Barella. Zielinski. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Danger averted for now. Swings it, takes a shot! He scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. yes, it's him again.
After 34 minutes is number 94.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Out to the left it goes.
Barcelona can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Mkhitaryan. Now it's Martinez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Barella tries to pass it through. Luis Enrique.
There will be 3 minutes added
And
time.
he whips it in.
And it's claimed by the keeper. Akanji. And Fernandez. And we've reached half-time.
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Goes for a shot! And it's hoisted clear. And here's Mkhitaryan. And the finish! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Mkhitaryan clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
This looks promising. Tries to play it through.
Chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And that's played in low.
And the keeper gets his hands on it.
The attendance for this match was 80,607.
Mkhitaryan opts for safety. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And it's Zielinski.
And he skips past his man. And he's there to get it away. Oh, this looks sharp.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's DiMarco. Zielinski.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Big header! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here.
utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Substitution for Inter. Number 94.
Inter Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Mkhitaryan.
A case now of
Coming on the
complete
field.
control.
Number 9, Cham. Number 2, Dumfries. Number
And
20,
a goal kick.
Calhanoglu.
Barcelona really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Inter Milan have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. They've played it short.
And it's Barella. Tries to cross.
Up he goes!
Great football, shot and save. Dumfries.
There will be 3 minutes
Bisset.
added time.
Great vision. Now it's Martinez. Oh, such a clever touch. Camavinga.
Valverde.
And that is that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless.
How would you summarise what we've seen?
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Valverde. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
And he's had a shot!
Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. He's in a great position here. Kane. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Rice. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here.
Now Subimendi. Now it's Odegaard. Played out towards the right wing. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Son Heung-min. Kane. Kane puts his foot on the gas. Now it's Valverde. Now it's Messi. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Akanji. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now there's a fine ball. There's the shot! Rice gets good distance on it. Kane. Son Heung-min stood up well to him there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Camavinga. Akanji. And it's Camavinga. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So your views on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we are back underway.
Barcelona have been the team.
Up he goes! He scores! The second half sparked straight into life.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 11, Gabriel Martinelli.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Now this could be a chance. Here comes the cross. Chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. And one more try. No mistake. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Number 41, Rice.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
96.
Martinelli picks it up out wide. Timber's cross. And he knocks it clear. And claimed it back swiftly. Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. In by Martinelli. Oh, important interception. Messi. Chance here to counter. Now it's Valverde. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes aim and crosses. And he's quick to get it clear again. White with the clearance. Out of play for a throw. Van Dijk. Jimenez. White.
Barcelona really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Now, can they get him away? He's having a shot!
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Kane has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Tries to pass it through.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Alexander-Arnold. And Akanji. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. And it's Rice. That's a lovely knee. Martinelli! Oh, it's hit the post! Martinelli
Was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Son Heung-min.
Zubimendi.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.
In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
We have already started here. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at Nuslin! Messi. Barcelona
Yet to have an attempt on goal.
Now it's Son Heung-min. And it's Kane. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's in a great position here.
Oh, good spread. Isaacson. He's shifting through the gears here. Muslin.
Noslin proves just a little bit too strong. And he's taking no chances there. Hila.
Can he get on the end of this? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Cancellieri. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless.
Mikel Oyarzabal. That's a cute ball. And the ball is out of play.
Pellegrini. Basic.
Over to the left.
And Cancellieri.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Can he get it through?
Oh, good taken. And Messi! And the first half is done.
So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action.
And we'd
It
like
is
to inform
0-0
you
here
now that
at
the latest
half-time.
travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Messi! Messi! From another planet! That is a gem! An absolute gem! The second half sparked straight into
The
life.
goal scorer for Barcelona after 49
You know,
minutes
you
is
just know there is no
11.
stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Now it's Isaacson. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's very neat. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Mikel Oyarzabal.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Now it's Isaacson. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Lazio really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Romagnoli. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Number 14. Coming on to replace him is number 19.
Camavinga. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period.
And the score is 1-0.
Looking to play him in. Dia. Knocks it out wide. There's a sharp little ball here. Hit into the middle. And that's the keeper's ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Valverde gets into some space.
Substitution for Lazio. Number 18. Number 22. Coming on the field. Number 9. Pedro. Number 10. Chitani.
Substitution in progress.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And it's Pedro. Very much into the last knockings.
Marasic.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of
Number
counter-attacking
20,
at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
And we're done. Barcelona can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency.
And now I'd just like to read out
Messi
our fan
taking...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice.
The action has already started.
Rodriguez.
Out to the left it goes.
Delivered in.
Jimenez is there and he can get that clear. And it's been taken short.
Big chance!
It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Now it's Kane. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go.
And it's Valverde.
Now it's Kane. Out to the right.
Oyarzabal.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, this looks sharp. Over to the left. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Son Heung-min receives it in a wide position.
Valverde. Valverde.
Oh, what a climb! Goal! Barcelona!
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Alvaro Fidalgo.
Played out to the left flank. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple.
There they go, hunting in packs.
And it's made its way to him. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
And shot a goal!
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Tries to dink it through.
Added time.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Barcelona are in a pretty decent position.
And the shot!
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Fernandez. Turns back here, probably the best option. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
And Akanji. And it's Camavinga. That has been slung wide. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Dos Santos. Barcelona just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads.
96,026.
And here's Son Heung-min. Great skill, that's nice. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Danger averted for now. Van Dijk. Goes looking wide. Ball is over the line.
Substitution in progress.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Valverde spots it and intercepts. Alvaro Fidalgo. Tries to thread one through. Great work on the overlap.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
And he's there to get it away.
Club America really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Aimed beyond the... Oyarzabal! In for the pieces! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
Club America have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Threads one in. It's a promising position. That's at the end. Barcelona can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and
Hello
proficiency.
everybody, and a quick announcement now.
Son
We would like to
Heung-min
ask
picking
you all
up
to
the Man
kindly
of the
stay
Match
seated
award,
during the
and
match.
no
Thank you
surprise
for your
there.
cooperation.
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everyone, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
Old
evening. The
Trafford.
skies are clear, the noise
Manchester
is
United
fervent, the
against
atmosphere frenetic.
Barcelona.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
It's a goal kick.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Bruno Fernandes is one of the truly outstanding midfielders. He's someone I see as being arguably the best of the crop in the current generation of box-to-box playmakers. I really like his direct style, both on and off the ball.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Fernandes.
Barcelona so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Martinez. Shaw. And it's Mainu. To Martinez.
Maguire. Diogo Dalot.
Opts for safety. To Martinez.
Over to the left. Valverde does well to get it back. Messi.
Fernandes.
Son Heung-min running with the ball. Camavinga.
Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Kane. Valverde. And he's on a charge.
Can he get on the end of this?
That's very neat. Pulls it back.
That's a decent clearance.
And we've reached half-time.
So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
And we are back underway.
Barcelona really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Mikel Oyarzabal. It's a really well-measured ball. Oyarzabal.
Great chance! And yes, it's there! The second half off to a spectacular start. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Mikel Oyarzabal.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Pings it across. Donnarumma deals with that nice and simple.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
So we've reached the hour mark. Casemiro. Oh, that's a key interception. He's in plenty of space here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! Menu. Barcelona are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. Jimenez. And it's Camavinga. That has been slung wide. Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Menu. Nicely weighted ball. Back in once more. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Manchester United really have been poor. Wayward service is becoming more and more costly.
And that's gone loose. Nice bit of trickery. He's having a go! They've got to be quick to recover this.
There will be 1 minute added time.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball.
And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Mikel Oyarzabal taking in the accolades, having
Just
been
a quick
named man of the
reminder
match,
today, please
and
refrain
deservedly
from
so.
parking outside this stadium. Thank
So,
you very
Jim, how
much
do
for
you
your
reflect on
cooperation.
what we've seen? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And as you can see, we've already started here. And a chance! And that interception was most necessary. Gets his head on it! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, you'd almost expect to know what kind of game this fella, Alejandro Balde, is going to play. I mean, we know he can operate on either side, and he's a cracking carrier of the ball. but his pace and ability to track back are huge pluses. So this guy gets up and down the pitch to great effect.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Donnarumma claims comfortably. Son Heung-min. And he's forced to go back. And Akanji. Distributed tidily. And here's Valverde. And here's Oyarzabal. Looking for options for movement. Caught offside that time. Balde, De Jong, played back into the centre, played out to the right, now it's Yamal. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Ferran Torres. That's beautifully weighted. He's had a shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Camavinga. And it's Jimenez. Son Heung-min. And it's Messi. Fernandez.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's Camavinga. Spread it left. And this is Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Messi. Now it's Son Heung-min. Threads one in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. And he welcomes it in. Ferran Torres. Cross flung in towards the middle. Oh, he's there to get rid. Valverde.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
98,004.
And still we await the first breakthrough. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
That's a shame because it was such a good decision.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Rafinha. Fernandez. Mikel Oyarzabal. And it's been played through. Oyarzabal goes for a shot! It's in! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
So there's going to be another
after
change here.
71 minutes is
Barcelona have
number
broken
18.
through. It's 1-0.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
The less said about that pass, the better. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Now it's Messi.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Valverde. The final 5 minutes. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedri is onto this. Not the most accurate pass. And time is up. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Mikel Oyarzabal voted
Hello,
man of the
attendees.
match,
This
and
is a
deservedly
North
so.
Children's announcement. With the
So,
father
Jim,
of
how
a
do you
boy
reflect
in a
on
blue-
what we... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And the shot! Can he get on the end of this? That's a nicely shaped ball. Cancellieri. Vecino. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's...
Kane! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Romagnoli. So it is still 0-0. Marosic. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple.
Vecino.
Cross needs to be good.
There's the header! Goal! Lazio!
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
After 24 minutes is number 22.
Lazio are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, that's a key interception. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Kane. Nicely spread. He's in plenty of space here. Vecino. And it's Vecino. Romagnoli. And Pellegrini. Basic. Cancellieri.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Donnarumma claims it. Safe hands. Now it's Valverde. Now it's Kane. Romagnoli kept his eye on it, and he's there. Marosic. And it's Son Heung-min. And here's Messi. Valverde receives it in a good position.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's hit the bar!
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I could see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution in progress.
And the second half gets underway.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked at a step.
And a chance! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
That
after
was
48
easy,
minutes
almost
is
too easy.
Number 20.
Kane really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's picked it up out wide. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Oh, the clearance is short. Son Heung-min.
Barcelona have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Oyarzabal. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Now it's Kane. Messi.
And he's surging through.
Marosic. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Fernandez.
Out to the right.
Now it's Valverde. Oyarzabal tries to pass it through.
And he's there to clear it.
Marosic. Isaacson, who's set up one goal so far.
Well, the margins are fine, but this is borderline bullying.
He is through here. And it's made its way to him. Noslin has crossed into them.
He races!
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Jimenez cuts it out.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Camavinga.
Kane. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Now, can they get him away?
And he was alert to it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will
Noslin.
be 1 minute added time.
Son Heung-min. And that's that. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Kane taking in the accolades, having been
Please
named
take
man
this
of the
image.
match. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best.
And already we're underway here.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, a player with a classic number 10 look about him is Martin Odegaard, Peter. It'll be crucial that he can pick the ball up between the lines.
He's gone for goal! And he's there to get it away.
Lovely bit of skill.
Fernandez. And that's gone loose.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Still goalless at the moment. Jimenez. For Messi. And it's Son Heung-min. Mikel Oyarzabal. Now it's Kane. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Kane. Chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Out to the left it goes.
Can he get it through? It's a sharp pass. Mikel Oyarzabal.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Madueke. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Good take, and is he in? And again! Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Jimenez. And it's Fernandez. Son Heung-min. And this is Kane. For Rice. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He can get that clear. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
It's a searching pass. And the finish! And he has kicked it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's hoisted clear. And that's played in low. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. And now they can spring out of defence. Saliba. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. To Martinelli. Madueke, and here's Ødegaard, and it's Rice. And a chance! And he hits the net! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
For Arsenal, after 61 minutes, is number 14, Gyökeres. The attendance for this
Arsenal
match was
have broken
98,004.
through, it's 1-0.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Valverde. Camavinga. Good ball, good take. Now it's Messi. Gabriel wins the duel this time.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's a sharp little ball here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And he's managed to get rid.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little...
Off the ball! And the lead stays intact, just.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Substitution.
Arsenal choosing to make the first change. Trossard to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team.
A header! And it's hit the woodwork and out! It's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired...
He's having a go!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oyarzabal. It's Son Heung-min! He's done very well to get to that.
Son Heung-min actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
I think we might...
Can he finish? Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Arsenal take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And that will be it. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Please join.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
Pass is just off target.
And the ball is out of play.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Stood up well to him there. Messi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Oyarzabal. Another pass just keeps... Kane! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Santos applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! He has gobbled up his 20th goal.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Harry Kane!
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Played out to the right.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Barcelona could counter here. Tries to play it through. Neymar. That's good play. Now this could be a chance. Incoming delivery. Van Dijk with the clearance. Wriggles his way through. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And he plays one through. And it's Kane. It's Kane! Just off target.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
And there's the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Barcelona have played well here, and they have... Can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Van Dijk. And it's Camavinga.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Valverde. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's made its way to him. That's a good ball out wide. Chance! Valverde has created one goal already. Barcelona just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Now it's Neymar.
Santos really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Knocks it into space.
Messi gets into some space. Skims one in.
And a chance! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
Number 20, Harry Kane.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Substitution for Santos. Number 9, Chiquinho
Santos
Suarez.
choosing to
Number
make the
10,
first change.
Neymar.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Number
We're looking at a
49.
very different game now.
He's having a shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Son Heung-min receives it in a wide position. And this is Messi. He's picked his way through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Substitution for Santos. Number 13. Coming on the field is number 44.
Kane being hunted in packs.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
And here's Kane. Oh, just skips past his man. Clipped into space. Bullish header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Rincon. Luan Perez. Passing is crisp and sharp. The pressing's intense, and it's
There will be
paid off.
3 minutes added time.
And he was quick to react. Now it's Oyarzabal. Shifted it to the flank. David. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner.
And now,
Kane
please
picking up
turn
the Man of
towards
the Match
screen
award,
for a
and
special
no surprise
presentation
there.
Featuring our guest performance today.
Well, after all of that, Jim, welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look and the shots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
options back here, probably the best option. Now it's Rafael Leao. Just eases him off the ball. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Pulisic, is probably the best of the American talent that's emerged in recent years. A real phenomenon in his youthful years.
Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's played it. And again! Goal! Milan! There is the breakthrough. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Akanji. And here's Oyarzabal. Rabiot. Takes on his marker. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Son Heung-min. And it's Richie.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Kane. Oh, good spread.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Valverde hangs in a cross. And he's there to clear it. And the finish! And the ball's come loose here. Messi. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's heaved it away. Valverde.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Tomori. That's Rabiot. Now it's Rafael Leao. Estupinian, who's set up one goal so far. And this is Rabiot. He's tried one! Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Just a quick announcement.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Clipped into space. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Pulisic really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Barcelona still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Could move up a gear here. Fernandez. Distributed tidily. And it's Valverde. Oyarzabal is onto this. Pulisic is onto it in a flash.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Son Heung-min kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Kane. Now it's Oyarzabal.
And the flag has stayed. Oyarzabal! Oh, it's come off the upright.
He did so well to create the room to get the shot away.
Estupinian. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Jimenez. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Pulisic.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitution.
Salamakers.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Salmakers. Played into the box.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Kane. Now it's Fernandes. Now it's Messi. Now it's Oyarzabal. And this is Messi. Flashes it across.
Well played and well cleared.
Barcelona with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock.
Substitutions taking place.
Son
Minutes has been
Heung-min!
indicated.
And he's quick to get it clear again. That looks a decent ball. It's a promising position. Showing good feet. That looks a good cross. De Winter.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough.
Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all
Please
of that.
take this opportunity to pay a visit to our
What are your
official
thoughts on
store
today's
where
game then, Jim?
memorabilia